This is our new skid steer. This is a New Holland 327. It's a very nice machine, just has a few hours on it. The last two digits, as I understand it, indicates how much it will lift, excuse me. This is a 2,700 pound capacity machine. We have not installed our weights yet. Has a backup camera. I was very excited to see that. And a look in the engine bay. Very, very nice. Very clean machine. We know it's going to get used and banged up, so I kind of wanted to document this before all of that happened. This is a look at the other side. You can see we've already been using it a little bit. Like I said, I just want to document this for my own knowledge. Let's get in the cab and go over the features of the machine and how to drive it. Pardon the weed whacker off in the distance. This is a look inside the cab. This unit has a lap bar. The previous 227 did not have that. I'm going to go ahead and climb inside and show you guys the interior and how to drive. I'm going to go over starting and moving the machine from start to finish right now. I've just sat down in the skid steer. I'm going to go ahead and close my door. Lower the lap bar down. You can see here. Then I'm going to start the machine. Hit the operate button. Now the machine's pilot controls will all function as they should. Can now pick my throttle. Once again, I've gone over this before, but you pull back, the bucket or forks would go up, push forward, and the bucket or forks would go down. This would be dumping dirt out of your bucket, and this would be retracting the bucket or curling the bucket backwards. Here we have the movement pilot control. We have the tortoise and the hare. This is for low range. And we also can bump it up into the high range. We will move much faster with this. If you push the stick forward, the machine drives forward. Pull the stick backwards, you can hear the reverse alarm sound, and you will back up. Push it to the right, you move to the right. Push it to the left, you move to the left. Very, very simple. Now let's say I have finished working for the day, moved all the dirt that I need to. Very simply, just turn the key off, even though it isn't a key now. Raise the lap bar, undo your seat belt, and open the door. Very, very simple machine to operate, and with that creep mode or snail mode, wow, very, very nimble, and you do not need to have a very large learning curve to run this machine effectively. Setting down in the seat, we'll activate our monitor here. I'm going to fold the lap bar down. As you can see, this machine can be used with just the lap bar and the seat belt, or you can just use just the lap bar if you prefer that way. When I do forestry mulching, I'm going to be using both. This machine starts way quicker than the other one. You can see our backup camera is going. This is just like the old school style. It's just like turning a key. Turn our environmental controls down. Machine comes to life. And now, since I have the lap bar down, all I have to do is just hit this huge operate button and the machine will operate. I'm going to go over the right-hand side of the skid steer cab. You can see we have our pilot control here, we have a park brake, we have a bucket float button, and we have the auxiliary hydraulic toggle right here. We also have our lights, just like that, very large, big ergonomic knobs. We have a throttle here, the old one was a lever style. I like that. We have turn signals. And then here we have basically a key, like I had said. Turn the machine off. And it goes to the run position, and here you can switch from ISO to H pattern hydraulics. A lot of people are getting away from that nowadays. Here we have the backup camera. Really, really like this. And you have all of your different controls right down here. For instance, if I want to go into my settings, I can go through and change all of this. It is not a touch screen yet, which is fine by me. I prefer a button, especially in a piece of heavy equipment. I should also mention, in the ISO hydraulic configuration, the right pilot control is what controls all of your bucket movement. You pull back, the bucket will go up. If you push forward, the bucket will go down. If you turn the stick to the right, the bucket will curl out. And if you turn the stick to the left, the bucket will curl up. Just like so. I'm now going to go over the left side of the skid steer cab. We have our environmental controls right here. Turn it from cool to AC. We have our fan control knob. Very powerful fan. And here we have our AC compressor on off. We also have our windshield wiper located here. As I understand it, this is the auto bounce function. If you are on a extremely rough job site, you can push this and it will let your bucket float more, so you're not jiggling material out as you're driving at high speeds. This feature right here is the snail function or creep function. This one toggle is the reason we actually bought this entire machine. I will demonstrate it now. Right here there is a New Holland sign. You will see this change to a snail when I depress it. I'm going to depress the creep mode now. You can see now I have a snail come up and I am at 20%. This is changeable by pushing either the tortoise or the hare. I'm pushing the hare right now. You can change that by percentage. What this allows you to do, it cuts the hydraulic flow to the tracks and makes it to where the machine is extremely, extremely precise. I'm going to go ahead and just max out all the way to the left, and you will see how slowly the machine moves. I'm going to go ahead and bump this down to 10% and do the exact same thing. You can see I am now in the 10% range of creep mode. Extremely, extremely slow. This is very, very nice for when you are moving machinery. You will not use this as much in dirt work, things of that nature, but where I could definitely see this shining is with a trencher or moving equipment with the skid steer. We use this skid steer as our off-road forklift. I'm going to go ahead and just push the snail again, and you will see it go back to the New Holland sign. There we go. We are now out of creep mode, and the machine moves very rapidly again. Continuing up the left side of the skid steer, we have a strobe light. You would turn this on and then you would have a yellow beacon or strobe, and you have the hazard light function right here. You can see they are blinking. Here you can see both turn signals are lighting up as well. This button I have demonstrated in the old How to Drive a New Holland C327 skid steer video. You would push this, you can see the unlock padlock illuminates, and then you would push this right here and your bucket or forks or whatever attachment you are using would detach. These two rods on each side of the skid steer would come up, and then you can remove your bucket and replace it with forks or vice versa. Just going to do a general overview of the cab now. I really like that they stuck with the accelerator pedal down here. That's very nice, very spacious cab. They also updated the cup holder. That was very good. We also have an aux port and a USB charging port right here. Good place for the cell phone right there. Very, very nice. Very spacious cab. This is your automatic boom letdown. Let's say the machine dies and you are trapped because the loader arms are up. You just simply pull up on this and it will lower the loader arms, just like that. They say do not get in a habit of using that. It is a bypass after all. I also love the mirror up here. Gives you a very wide look at what's behind you. You can just look up at a glance, and the backup camera is just an awesome, awesome feature. Cannot get over those enough. We also have a cab light. We have the obligatory radio up here, and it looks like it is Bluetooth and perhaps smartphone compatible with this button here. That would be awesome to be answering calls. Looks like we have another aux port up here perhaps. But that would be very handy if you are an owner-operator and you need to be answering calls while you are moving dirt and material. I also wanted to go over changing the speed at which your pilot controls control the lift arm and the steering of the skid steer. It is very, very simple. The other one you had a 4-button cluster that you had to hit just right. This one is much more intuitive. You simply push this, go over to your settings. All of these are different options you can mess with. Then I will very simply slide down to the custom controls. Now I can simply change I had to put the machine out of operate. I can simply change the tilt speed to low, medium, medium 2, or high. I have found a good balance right here on medium 1 and medium 2. This is very, very simple, and I really like how simple New Holland has made this for operators of all skill level to get in the machine and be able to change it to whatever settings they need and what they are comfortable with using. Very, very good job, New Holland. This will be a final walk around of the New Holland C327. This is the 300 series machine. Very, very excited to have it on the channel. It is a very, very nice compact track loader. Another thing I did forget to mention, New Holland did away with the triangular undercarriage here, which is going to make cleaning out the tracks much, much easier. I would like to thank everyone for watching. Please remember to like, comment below to help the channel grow, and subscribe for more. And we'll see you next time.